Hello everyone, Shrey here, and today I am doing a video on day 3 of 100 Days of Code, or actually no, this is day 4. Today I actually found a new resource. It is called HackerRank. As you can see right here, it is a fairly good resource, and it's like a Khan Academy for Python basically. It's very, very good. But sorry about that. But the thing is, it actually allows for like a lot more stuff to be learned and stuff like that. So there is lots and lots of questions, and they are like ordered in like how you will learn Python as a whole. It's very cool, and you know, as you can see here, it has very, very good categories like introduction, basic data types, stuff like that. So I can go on it step by step and learn how to do Python pretty easily, and get to a point where I can be comfortable in making like a small app or whatever. But overall, like while going through these questions, I went through some of them pretty quickly. I think I did like 4 or 5 questions today, and one question that struck me as pretty difficult and pretty cool and a little bit different is the write a function. And this problem states that an extra day is added to the calendar almost every 4 years as February 29th. And the day is called a leap day. It corrects the calendar for the fact that our planet takes approximately 365.25 days to orbit the sun. A leap year contains a leap day. In the Georgian calendar, the 3 conditions are used to identify leap years. The year can be evenly divided by 4, and that's a leap year unless the year can be evenly divided by 100. It is not a leap year unless the year is also evenly divisible by 400, then it is a leap year. Now, given a year, determine whether it's a leap year. Then, if it is a leap year, return the boolean true, or otherwise return false. Now, the question is fairly simple, and the answer to it is a little bit like brain-wrecking, to say the least. So the first thing I did was go think of it like this, right? So we have define here. We have our value that we need to make, which is, or not our value, but we need to make a function, right? So I'm just not gonna put this stuff over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and go if, and then basically the way it goes, it will be like year module 4 is equal to 0, then true, right? So now this works for the first criteria. Next is else if year module, or else return false. Now this is fairly simple, but we do need to add the other criteria, and here it gets a little bit interesting. So if I were to put else if year mod, or actually no, let's go ahead and do, so what I did first was I used the or separator or whatever it's called, and so for this I went ahead and put an or year mod 400 year mod 100 is equal to 0, and year mod 400 is equal to 0. Return true. Then I added the top one right here. Now the problem with this is that if you put 2100, it will still return as true because I put an or statement here. Now I could have done an and statement, as I'm realizing now. Here, I could have put an and statement, and this would have probably been true, as I'm realizing now, but I didn't do that. Oops. But what I ended up doing was actually, instead of trying to see if the year is a leap year, I went ahead and tried to see if it is not a leap year first. And so the criteria for that is if year mod 100 is equal to 0 and year mod 400 is not equal to 0, then it is not a leap year. So then it will already be false, right? But If that's not the case, then it will check if it is divisible by 400, and then it will also check if it is divisible by 4 and it will equal 0, then leap would be equal to true. And that is how I solved this question. And I know it's a bit complicated, but that's just how my mind worked at that time, and I probably made it harder than it should have been, but I think that happens like from time to time, and I guess it's pretty normal. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening.